HHDG.
Peace, HHDG. We are on another episode of HHDG Media, the podcast. Shout out to our crew, our company, HHDG Media Inc., which consists of myself, Rock Vader KB, T. Smith, the Mayor, and Skelly Top. Shout out to everyone tuning in right now through our Facebook group. That's Hip Hop Discussion Group, HHDG, as well as our YouTube channel. And as always, you can see on the bottom banner, you go check out our website, hhdgmedia.com. Check out our merch, latest music we put up there, and future events. For tonight, we have two talented brothers that dropped a really dope album. Before that album, consistent catalog. Beat Junkies member D Styles has been on a tear with the production lately. I mean, every time you go in and check his name, it's a new album coming out, produced by D Styles. You know, this is history in the making. You know, for him to be this consistent, and like I said before, I applaud him for the dope production that he's been putting out. You know, we've known him for decades with the turntablism and just giving us glimpses of the production as well. Now he's just on it. He got that streak, you know, keep going. And on the other end of the album, we got another multi-talent in Scienide, MCing, production, now owner of his own label, Static King Records, continuously doing this thing. If you go through his catalog, he's another that has been very consistent and not one to shy away from rhyming on other people's production, like on the latest album, as you can see on the wall, Periodic Tables of Excellence. Definitely going to get into a little bit of history, probably go down a little memory lane with prophetics. Talk about, you know, other things going on like the masterclass. I think there's one more coming up on the 18th, and the continuous grind with the talents that these two have. We definitely going to find out about the new album. So without further ado, I'd like to introduce Scienide. Peace.
Peace. What's going on? Mic check. 1, 2. You hear me?
Yes, indeed.
All right.
And D Styles.
Yo, what's good, Ian? How you doing?
How you doing?
D, what's happening, D?
What's up,
good,
Jay?
man? Chilling, man. You know.
Scienide in the building.
Yo, that's me. Yay. Yo, all the applause and all that. Yo, D Styles in the building, yo. Ian in the building. We all in the building. I see you got the record. You got the records in the back. That's what's up, man. Hell yeah.
Yes, indeed. Gotta be prepared, right?
Yeah, you got that. You got me and D album, yo. You was prepared. Yo, for real.
Yep.
Yeah, you gotta, you know, you want to showcase the guests. What better way?
Word, yo, I see me and Kev back there too. That's what's up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I see that right there. Yep.
Yeah, definitely. You know, shout out to Kev Brown. He's been doing this thing on Twitch consistently.
Oh yeah, Kev killing the Twitch.
Yeah. Just yesterday he was on there for a minute, and then Ken Starr was in the chat. So Kev Brown started playing all types of Ken Starr joints, features, unreleased stuff on his hard drive. Man, it was crazy.
Oh, what?
That's what's up.
So before we talk about the two of you creating the Periodic Tables of Excellence, tell us how, you know, the two of you first met?
All right. Yeah. So I got to shout out DJ John Doe from Southern Vanguard Radio. He came into Las Vegas where I live. We linked up, grabbed some dinner, and I was just asking him, if he knew anyone that would be down to work because I've been working on music on beats again, but it's been hard for me to find MCs to work with, and I knew that he had already been doing scratches for Jay Cyanide. So when I asked him, he was like, "Yeah, let me think of somebody." And then I was like, "What's up with Jay Cyanide?" He's like, "Oh yeah, he would be someone who would be real, you know, consistent. Communication is good, and like I think you guys would sound dope together." So he linked us up. I want to say I think he put us through like on an email chat maybe or a
Yeah, yeah,
email thread, yeah. And then from there, like me and Jay just exchanged numbers, and then we ended up talking on the phone for a bit. And yeah, it just went like that. I would send him some beats. He would send me back some feedback, and eventually we just kind of found our groove. And like before we knew it, we had like 5, 6 songs done.
That's amazing, man. Mm.
Yeah.
Two things. What were you gonna say?
Oh no, nothing. I was
Oh, okay. No, what I was gonna say is sorry, two things. I meant two words. Work ethic. The,
mm,
the, the two of you have been displaying this for countless amounts of time.
yeah.
Where does that dedication come from?
Yo, I don't know. Like, I mean, I seen so many people I know, like just like just work and just like if they want something, like family and family, they want something, they just go to work. They go for it. Like what I'm saying, see my pops like work and just go for it. Like you trying to get something done, you just get it done. So I think I just had that same like mentality, like when it comes to like music. And the fact that it's so easy to do stuff now, you can just do it at home. you know
yeah.
that kind of helps out too, like with someone the creativity like hits, you can just do something. So yeah, I think it came from that, and came from family. you know I never was no slouch, so yeah, so I think the family had a big deal to do with it.
Yeah, going back to what Jay was saying too, like just with technology now and being able to record at home, like we don't have to book studio time, we don't have to be in the same room. You know what I mean? Although it would be great to create in the studio like together, but just because we're on opposite coasts, I'm able to send Jay music. He can write to it at his own leisure, record at home. You know what I mean? Just be comfortable. Send me back the files, and then I could mix it and just kind of fine tune everything, send it back to him, and we just kind of go back and forth. So, man, I mean, I love it just because back in the day, it was so hard to find a good studio to work in, and just with cats that are consistent. You know what I mean? So, yeah, man, you got to embrace technology these days.
That's very true. Yeah, and a lot of old school ways of doing production and putting laying the scratches and everything on there. Some people don't want to gravitate and use the new technology, but it's not so much that you have to. It's, you pick what you like and you can still stay old fashioned with it.
Right. Yep.
Yo, just that is true. Like you can definitely stay old fashioned with it. Yo, hold on, somebody's hitting me up saying like the link. I guess they're trying to get onto the link. They say it's not working.
Oh, okay.
Hold on for 1 minute.
Mhm.
Yo, Can they go to the YouTube page?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hold on. My bad, people.
So while he's working on that, what was the first track that you created for the album?
um the first song was "When the Wind Blows." I sent him that beat, um, and what what's dope about Jay is he would send me back um, a video of like on his phone,
Hmm.
just kind of playing like 30 seconds of his verse or whatever, just so I could get a taste of it.
Okay.
And so yeah, he had sent me back this little video clip, and right when I heard it, I already knew like, oh man, this is magical already. Like it just sounded like it already like I didn't really have to do much to the track. You know what I mean? It he already knew how to compliment it. And what's crazy is he would send me back these like voice memo notes basically. And so what he's saying at the very end, where he's saying explaining, the scratch part,
Hmm.
there is no competition, that and how he's wording it. That was him just giving me a voice note memo. He didn't think I was gonna really leave it in the song. And so like I just thought, oh man, I'm gonna leave it in and then I'm gonna fill in the rest and just kind of mimic what he was saying and then take it from there. So
You talking about when the wind blows?
yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah. So yeah, it was just like a organic thing. I left it in, and the track just kind of built itself from there. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Hmm.
that was the first one. That's the first joint we did.
Yep.
We sent me the beat. I was like, all right. It was only right, man. It was the first single too. So yeah.
Yeah.
And Jay Scienide, when you did that on the track, one of the people I thought of was Rozelle. When you
Oh
were doing
yeah,
it word
yeah.
for
With
word like that.
yeah.
Uh huh.
The competition. Yeah, yeah. I could hear that. I was just trying to leave that reference in there, yo.
Hmm.
Yo, D did his thing with that shit, man.
Yeah.
That shit was crazy. I'm like,
I,
yo,
and it
it's
blew my
dope.
mind because it sounded just like how you were saying it, and then he put his own little flavor to it after that.
Yeah.
That's when you mess, yo. That's what happened. Like when you working with like a true technician right there.
Hmm.
These styles, man. It's a funky technician right there, yo, for real. So, D did his thing with that, man. I mean, come on, yo. That's these styles.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but Jay, I mean,
Crazy.
shit, Jay set it off, so he gave me that idea, and once I heard his idea and he was able to word out the scratches, I mean, then it was like, game over. Okay, I could take it from here. You know what I mean? So he basically passed me the baton, and I was like, all right, I'll run with this one. Then, he made it easy.
Yeah. And do you recall someone ever doing that on the track? Having the MC, say how the cut's gonna be laid out, and then the DJ actually come
Not that I'm
through
a,
right after that?
not that
Because
I'm
I don't
aware of.
think I've ever heard anybody do that before.
Right. That might be the first. I never
I'm
really
making, you
tripped on
know, I'm making history over here.
it.
Like, I'm making
Man,
history, making historic moves. That was a very historic thing to do. When he
that's
did it,
crazy.
when I heard the scratches come back, I was like, I said it to myself. I'm like, yo, this is very historic. Like how John and Meek say it's like Smithsonian grade, yo.
Hmm.
It was dope. It was dope. Yeah, that was
Smithsonian.
cool.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, yeah.
crazy.
Hmm. And what was your choice in you had two guest features. You had Blue coming out of Los Angeles and then Danielson out of Toronto.
Oh, like
Yep.
Blue, like I don't know. I think both of us. I don't know. Like with the Blue track, like D threw that out there, like for like for a guest appearance on the album, and I'm like, yo, that would be dope because like I think like I compliment his style, he compliments my style well, so it was like a no brainer, like for both of us to to do the track together, and it came out really dope. Like afterwards, I was like, yo, bro, I really appreciate you hopping on the track, and like that's an artist, Blue's an artist that I really I like to get it kind of sets the bar. So, I want to make sure I can set that same bar too. Daniel's son, that's like my brother. Like I'm in Canada a lot. A lot.
Hmm.
So I'm like I was up there recording, working on an album. And like I got it with Daniel's son. We went out and got some tacos and some drinks. And we was like sitting there talking. And I was
Some
like, yo,
Coronas. That's his
yeah.
favorite.
Some Coronas and like I had like some drinks and like we went back to the studio and like I had the beat and we knocked that out like in 45 minutes. We wrote the songs and we just knocked it out. It was recorded. I flew it back over to D. Like as soon as I was finished with it, he was geek. Like you know what I'm saying, man, it was fun. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Daniel's son, shout out to everything he doing too right now.
Absolutely, yeah. Working with Muggs now.
Yup,
maybe
Daniel's son doing it all,
touring
man.
with Rome Streets.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I know, right?
Shout out to Rome. Shout out to Rome Streets too.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Man. Now, Jay Scienide, being that you are also a producer, did you want to lay any production on this, or you once you heard what D Style came with, he was like, I'm good, just let D Styles do the whole album.
Yeah, I'm good. I was like, I was chilling. I'm like, I ain't gotta do shit, but like rhyme, I can just lay on the couch, and just write these rhymes and stuff like that. I'm like, I didn't have to do nothing. I'm like, it was like I already knew my part, and then my part is the rhyme. D got the cuts. D's making the beats, and the beats was like, the beats are crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like always, I'm the type of artist always get the DJ credit first. Saying it like a Pete Rock, a CL Smooth, Jazzy Jeff and the Fresh Prince, something like that. I always get the DJ like that credit first. And then the MC comes after the DJ. And that's the same thing with me and D. Like D, like I said, D is that dude. Any kind of artwork, anything we do, I make sure that like with any artist, any DJ, I make sure the DJ comes first and I come next. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, so when we did the artwork and stuff like that, always got to give the DJ his credit and stuff, man. And it was, like I said, it's an honor to work with D, man. I ain't have to do, like I said, I ain't have to do nothing. I could just chill and just write. That's it. And relax.
Oh man, yeah, but that's what's dope is Jay. I mean, we come from the same era of hip hop, and we were raised from the same cats, and I mean, it's rare to see artists that are down to pay homage to the DJ. Like, I just feel like the DJ kind of fell back a little bit. Like on stage, it's usually it's not like a real DJ. It's just someone playing tracks, and they're just more sound effect. So I mean, me and Jay we haven't got the chance to tour yet, but I already know once we hit the stage, I mean, it's gonna be a total package show. You know what I mean? I already know. So
it's gonna be fun. It's pure. I like pure showmanship, I like to really do my thing. I really get into it, the show. So I know me and D, we gonna have fun on the stage, man. I look forward to it.
Yep.
It's gonna be dope.
Nice. Yeah. There's not too many, MC DJ duos out there right now, but one I think deserves a little more credit, and I've been trying to big them up as much as I can, is 11 and Jason D. They're based out of Boise, Idaho.
Oh, what?
Wow.
Yeah, that sounds familiar. 11D.
Yeah, I think 11D might have originally been from San Diego, if I remember correctly.
Oh, okay. Boise, Idaho. Wow.
Yeah. That's. I was not expecting that. I thought you was gonna say like Blue in Exile or something like that. I ain't like Boise, Idaho. Wow, that's what's up. I gotta check that out. I gotta look that up, yo.
Yeah, I gotta
send it to me. Yeah,
I'll send you a link.
Yep.
Now tell us about the album cover.
The album cover. Yeah, I got to shout out Rich, Mr. Brown out in the UK. He was the one that designed it. I want to say me and Jay, we were just throwing ideas back and forth, and I think Jay had a few, he wanted it to look like a old like a book, right?
Old paperback book. Yeah.
Okay.
Like them old books like Dianetics, or like those books like this is the sixth sense of the world, and like it'll have like all these colorful pictures, like a brain and diagrams. Like I don't know, like when it comes to like all my projects, I like to have like some kind of hand or some kind of like ideas, like with the artwork, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like if I'm like collaborate with somebody on it. So I just came up with some idea, but yo, he executed that shit like crazy. And then D added like, you know, you said add the penguin, you know, those old penguin paperback books. So yeah. So like, yo, I'm like, yo, that's a dope idea. And so it just came out the way it did. Like that's, you know, that's the way it looks. I don't think it looked like anything else. It's nice. No. It's a dope cover. It's simple and to the point.
Right.
Yeah. And then being that you mentioned, you know, having, you know, the head with different types of collages going on in there, that reminds me, you said your albums are like that. The one with Bozak Morris, Popular Mechanics.
Yeah.
Similar, yeah.
Yeah, Popular Mechanics is a wild cover, man. So, you know, I just like stuff that's going to like covers is going to grab you and like, yo, like what is this? Is this hip hop? Is this not hip hop? Like, what the hell is this? So, you know, I like doing stuff like that. It kind of makes people like want to like pick it up to see what it is and hear what it is.
Right.
Yep.
You know?
I'm not sure who said it before, but they were saying not to have your album covers look dated, being that don't have a portrait of you, you know, of that certain era or time. Have something different, like you saying, a portrait in that way.
Yeah, that's true.
So what y'all sipping on over there?
I got a little cranberry juice, you know. How about you, Jay? What you got?
Yeah, I got that cacao, man. I got some cacao with some blueberries. There's a little peanut butter in here and some bananas. I'm on some healthy shit. But now when we finish this shit tonight, I'm gonna drink some rum because I'm writing. I'm recording tonight, so I'm writing and stuff. Okay. So yeah.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah. When am I not? So I'm like, yeah, when am I not doing some shit? Something hip hoppy and shake all these damn records. So I'm like, I got to.
Definitely. Static King Records. That's I don't know how you say it. It's in relation with Fat Beats, correct?
They do distro for the label.
Okay.
But like, yeah, Static King, that's like my baby. That's the name of my production company. And I was like, you know, fuck it, I'm just gonna call the label Static King. You know, so Static King came from like a repress of my first album, like the actual Heat. And I was just like, yeah, around that time I just thought about like, you know, maybe like it'd be good just to finally start my own label, start my own imprint. Like right now, like I'm the artist on there, and I also have an artist named Jacques Retro. He's a producer, like out of DC, and also working with a couple of other artists. I can't disclose those people yet, but like I'll put out like albums through my label with Body Bag Ben, like on the West Coast.
There you go.
And yeah. So like I put that through my label. I also put me and Kev's Straight from the Pack through the label. So which was like both albums, like both those albums did really well. So people started looking out for the label. And also like when I put out Kaput, everything people just started looking out for it. We also did the digital for me and D's album also. So yeah, it's just like it's a nice little boutique label. Get a chance to do what I want. Did a couple collabs. Oh, same thing with the Derringer and the Griselda thing. I did a collab with them for my label. So there's a lot of collabs. I'm trying to run a label like I just don't want to run like a hip hop label. I want to run it kind of like a stone's throw. So I want like more alternative like music, instrumental albums, noise, any kind of thing, industrial, anything different. I just don't want it to run it like a hip hop album. Yeah, I just want to be diverse. I don't want to be pigeonholed.
Got you. You just mentioned Body Bag Ben. The album you did, Enough to Plague a Saint.
Enough to Plague a Saint. Yep.
Was that the first release on Static King Records?
Nah, the actual heat, the repress, the actual heat was the first release.
Very first. Okay.
Then I did like then it was me and Kev's album. Then after that, I put out a couple of EPs like Somebody's Paradise and Chaos Cycle. But like kaput. But like it was I think Straight from the Pack was the first original release, like on the label. That was the first one, That was like that was the one that got the ball really, really rolling. So yeah, that's the joint, Shout to Kev Brown.
Yeah, yes indeed. Wow. The Actual Heat is the first album I got from you.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna mention the label because I had some issues with them, and I know there's plenty of other
Everybody,
people too.
everybody. That's why I took I got my masters and I did a repress. Yeah, that was
But
a whole other story.
I got maybe 3 different albums finally from them that I ordered.
Yeah, I'm glad you got those, man. I'm glad you got those albums. I'm serious. Woo. That was a lot. That was a lot.
And trials and tribulations like that is another reason why artists like you wants to have their own label.
Oh yeah, having your own label is cool. That shit is a fucking headache too, but it's cool. It's all right. It's like, man, don't trust me, man. Like every night, I'm answering emails, I'm sending out stuff, I'm making calls and everything. It's like it's a lot, but I mean, at the end, it's a light at the end of the tunnel, so it's cool. And it's me, I'm doing all that. So yeah.
Cool. And with you, D Styles, with the Beat Junkie sound, about how many projects have been released now, through the label?
1, 2. We're on our 3rd project right now. So we started Beat Junkie Sound back in 1999, 2000. Put out a few, back then it was CDs, DVDs. Put out a couple records, and then everybody got busy. You know what I mean? And no one could really, steer the ship basically. And so, what was that? Probably like 4 years ago, me and Rhett were like, "Yo, let's bring back Beat Junkie Sound. Like, let's just let's just try to do this. Let's put out more music, collaborations, whatever." And yeah, and so since then, it's pretty much been myself and Rhett Matic who've been doing it. I'm getting Babu back into the mix. He's been busy teaching a lot at the Beat Junkie Institute of Sound. So he has his hands full, being a full-time instructor. But he still makes beats, and he's sitting on a lot of heat right now. So I've been trying to get him out of that and just get him back into making beats and working with MCs again. So hopefully soon, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Speaking of Babu, I really, after hearing his Melbourne projects, I really want him to work with some house artists to sing over his production.
Yeah. I mean, that's crazy because I never, Babu has always been just more hardcore hip hop. And so for him to pivot and kind of do house and, and these sort of dancier things, it's a different side of Babu. And what's crazy is he's equally as dope doing that as he is doing hip hop, So yeah, really, really impressed that he's able to color outside the lines. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Doing exceptionally well.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Now, I think, was it like maybe a week ago? Y'all did a re-release of the Classic Material tape.
Right.
But this time on cassette.
Yeah. Because originally that only came out on CD. And so me and Rhett were talking. We're like, it'd be fresh to just get some new artwork and do this exclusively on a cassette tape. So shout out to our guy Jay Ski from the Boom Bap Kids. He did the artwork, and we did a release party. Actually, Jay Scienide came out to LA, so we did a joint release party / listening party for the Periodic Tables of Excellence, our album, and the Classic Material cassette tape. So yeah, man, it was a good time. It was good to see Jay.
Yeah, it was, man. That was a dope vibe right there. It was a dope night.
Yeah, and Jay was out in LA for like 3-4 days. So he had a crazy
Busy.
weekend, right?
Yeah, I was busy, man. I was like,
House shoes.
yeah. House shoes show. You know what I'm saying? Like, got a chance to work with like shoes. Got a chance to connect with like, Souls of Mischief. Like, got a chance,
Nice.
with Opio and everybody. Yeah, like, damn. It's like, yo, what else? What else did I do? Like it was just so much. It was like a blur. So I got a lot of, like I said, I got a lot of work done, made some connections and stuff. I'll probably be back out there soon. Like that was my first time out in LA since the pandemic. I was out
Mm.
there, a lot before, but like it was a good time, like, be out there like meeting like, like Peter Butter Wolf, seeing Breakbeat Lou. Like I know Lou from, New York, I know that like from the East Coast. And like, seeing these people, getting a chance to talk to him again, seeing Dante again. Like it was cool, man. Like the West Coast made me feel like I'm actually doing something. Cause yeah, people was like, yo, it was cool. Like I come over here, I'll be at home. New York is that way, but New York is that way too. But it's like, yo, you come back home. It's always like that when you at home, though.
Yeah.
But like when you go away, it's like, yeah, like, oh man, I'm actually doing something. It puts a battery in your back.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yep.
Same thing with the UK. It put a battery in your back.
Yeah.
When's the last time you've been out to the UK?
A week before the week before LA. I was out
That's
there
right.
for a week and a half. So I got mad work done over there. But I haven't been there since the pandemic too. I went there before the pandemic also. So got a lot of stuff, got a lot of treats
Uh-huh.
coming real soon for the people out there and stuff, man. Like people see me out there working. So it's a lot of work coming. I got a lot of stuff I'm working on. Like I'm like, man, I'm just trying to figure I'm just piecing everything out right now. That's all. Like,
Got you.
taking the time out to do that. Like, it's crazy. It's a lot of stuff.
Mhm. So since you're in the UK, we gotta talk about Giallo Point. I heard you was
Oh
doing some work
yeah,
with him.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, that album's done. That album's done. It's been done for a minute. It's called Flashes in the Dark. So it's done. It's like I went out there, shot some video for it. Um I got I think like he's finishing up we did one last song. So he's finishing up like like mixing and mastering that, but that's pretty much done. All right, now I'm going over stuff for like the artwork, try to get the artwork out. So we just try to figure out like the release date for the single and a release date for like the album. So yeah, that's done. I'm saying that's my bro right there, man. Big up to him.
Yeah, keep him busy. And
Yeah,
he's another one who, like, with the way we know D Styles a lot for seeing him with the DJing, and now his production skills are starting to show more. It's the
yeah,
reverse with Yellow Point. We know him for the production, but a lot of people don't know about his DJing skills,
yeah.
and
He's
he's
a
starting to
nasty
showcase it
DJ.
more and more now.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. He's a dope, yeah. He's a dope DJ, man. Like sometimes you can catch him on like IG, like just
Mhm.
cutting shit up. Yeah, he's dope.
Yeah, he got dope cuts, man, for sure. I'm glad he's flexing like that. He needs to flex more like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's ill.
Jay, is the song Avocados on the album, or was that just a single?
We're
That's
gonna
a
add
new.
it as a bonus. Like
Okay.
we just did that for like I made the beat for it, and then I was like, yo, I didn't want to put it out. I was like, let's make a because I sampled something else from that record.
Hmm.
And I was like, you know what? I'll probably eventually put it out, but I'm like, let's just do something. Let's just do something else. And he came back like with that beat, and I'm like, yo, this joint right here is ill. So like, it'll be a bonus track on the album.
Okay.
So yeah, you gotta add avocados, yo. Shout out to my boy Fiber. I'm saying Fiber Optics. You
Fiber.
know,
Yes, indeed.
Yeah.
shout all my UK family, a bunch of UK people out there, like they're on that fuck with me and shit.
So
Yeah, I can't wait to hear that album, man.
Yeah, me
yeah.
neither. I mean, it's done. I'll say it's done, but I can't wait. I already put everything in order, like the song structure and everything. So yeah, y'all be hearing it real soon.
All right.
Nice. Keeping things international. Um, you are on the track with Kev Brown with Parental, um, Type Raw from the production group Loopholes, and
Mm-hmm.
there's another artist. They're dropping an album later this month called Rewind.
Yeah. We did this time, like times. What's it? Slip in Time. That's the name of it. It
Yeah,
drops. Yeah, it drops Friday. It's like the single off, like one of the singles off the album. That's like one thing. Like during the pandemic, I got after we dropped straight from the pack, mad people were just hitting me and Kev up about like, yo, can y'all do a song? Yo, can y'all do this? Can y'all do that? And I was like, yeah, can you do this? Can you do that? He like, yeah, can you get this money? I'm like,
yeah.
yeah. So we did a few verses for like people, a few songs. So those should be coming out like, they're coming out slowly. But like that was one like Kev sent the his verse, so, like he let me hear his verse, and I was like, okay, I got something for that. And like, yeah, just a lot of like it was like a lot of pandemic work. So a lot of stuff is coming out real soon. Like I think down I like that song a lot 'cause it's a little bit different.
Hmm.
Like, because most of the time it's like people expect us to what I'm saying, make the beat, but having somebody else make the beat, like I said, man, I could chill on bed, just like on a couch, just write it and it's cool out. I ain't gotta do nothing else but just write the rhyme. That's dope. Yeah.
Man, I love the chemistry with you and Kev Brown, and
Yeah.
you mentioned this before, and I think you should mention it quite often because everyone knows about Kev Brown production. Not enough people know about Scienide production. So, just let the people know that when the two of y'all working together on projects, it's not just Kev Brown.
Exactly. Like a lot of people always, I mean, I'm like the silent producer because I mean you got people like fucking like you got like D Styles and like you got like yeah, like working with Kev, like the working with Bot like Ben, like Giallo, working with all these other people and stuff, man. I'm like, yo, I'm like the silent producer, but I think like this year I got more production credits and more stuff coming out. But like, yeah, man, people always think Kev always do it, but like I don't care. Then they find out, they be like, "Oh man, I didn't even know." I'm like, I do. I dabble. I do a couple of things.
Hmm.
A few things. Yo, appreciate that, man. Thanks for checking out the music.
Yeah, no doubt. Definitely, definitely.
Yeah,
One of my favorites, and it wasn't on your albums, it was Close Range on Meticulous
Meticulous. I
album.
got Meticulous album. Yeah, that was dope too. That's another dope song. Yep. Because like Meticulous hit me, like he hit me and Kev up. He's like, yo, Kev did his verse. I'm like, let me go do mine. Then it was really dope. Then you see like DJ Premier playing it and stuff and like cutting it up. I'm like, oh man, this is good. That single did very well, man. Shout out to Meticulous, yo. Shout out to him, Carlos, Al Scratch. We shot the
Yeah,
video and stuff. Shout out to
Al Scratch is
Desi.
doing this thing right
Yeah, yeah. Shout out to all of them, yo. It was dope.
now. Basquiat Brothers.
Yup, exactly. That's what's up, man. Yo, like I said, I appreciate that. But like, yo, it's a lot. It's a lot of stuff. Like I'm just like I said, I'm just honored to be working with like like D, because D got
Hmm.
you got I'm saying the substance joint. Like I like when it dropped, man. I immediately was in the car, went to the car and I checked it out and listened to it and rode around with it. Like that's a ill, like I said, that's an ill album, man.
Oh
Like some
man,
ill
thank you,
stuff. I'm looking forward to like what D got coming up in the future and stuff too. See,
thank
this
you.
man
Oh
got
yeah.
this man got everything right here, man. He got everything.
Oh man, that's dope. Yeah, hell yeah.
So I'm
Yeah.
looking forward to all that. Yeah.
Nah, thank you, man.
Come on, yo. Yeah, it's
We,
dope.
we just yeah we just recently interviewed Substance, and he said the same thing. He's honored to work with D Styles.
Yeah, yo. It's let me tell you something, man. Like I used to collect magazines and stuff when I was, like younger and stuff. You magazines, you got the source. And I had like all kind of magazines. It was this magazine out of the UK, Big Daddy. I used to get that. It had like
Oh
about
yeah,
45s. I used to get that, like Elemental, like in Atlanta. Then I used to get Herb magazine. And I think I still got the Herb magazine with the scratch pickles on the front cover. like somebody posted it on IG not too long ago, and I was like, yo, I used to be like as a kid, like I used to get beat. I used to get the beat junkies. I told Babu that when I saw him. I used to get the beat junkies like the sets and like the CDs, the
Mm-hmm.
mixes, and I would like, listen to that, and I was like, yo, these dudes is dope, like, but I never thought, that I actually get a chance to like to meet them or work with them. And I was like, man, like, yeah, the younger me would knew that shit. He'd be like, yo, man, get the fuck out of here. Like, for real. Like, you really doing that? Because I'm like, I was looking at that Scratch Pickles. You got Cuban in there. You got look at that guy right there in the back. Look at D right there, man. I'm like, yo, still looking fucking same. I'm like, yo, it's just it's
Man.
just so crazy to actually like, what I'm saying? When you think back, like, to work with these people and like, to actually like, work with them and like share ideas and stuff like that is really cool, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, honestly, man, when I hit up Jay, I honestly, yeah, I didn't think he would know who I was, to be honest, and so, when we corresponded, like, he was like, yo, I know about you and, the junkies, and I was just so shocked just because I've been out of the loop for a bit, and so, yeah, I mean, I'm honored to work with Jay as well, you know what I mean?
Man.
Appreciate that, man.
For sure.
See, D Styles is not just a technician; he does his homework.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
he does, man. Like, he does his homework. That all the junkies, like meeting like all of them, like just
Yeah.
the coolest people you ever want to meet in life, man. I'm like, wow, I can't believe I'm here. Like, this is crazy, man. For
Yeah.
real.
Yeah. On when you were on soundcheck with Rhetmatic and D Styles, that mix that he did for you before you came on was amazing.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, man, that shit was crazy. See, that let me know like I got a lot of work and like listening to it. I don't, I just do this. I just like I'm doing it, just keep it moving and go to the next thing or something like that. I'm like, shit, it's a lot of work. Even when Shoes did that deal like 2 weeks ago,
Mm-hmm.
I was like, yo, it's a lot of stuff. Like, yo, that was that right there. Yo, when Rhett played all that stuff, he was cutting it up. That's like an honor, yo. I'm like, it's Rhetmatic cutting up my shit. You know what I'm saying? That shit is an honor. I was like, yo, what the fuck?
Yeah. I mean, plus it's crazy to hear it all like all your music mixed up like that too. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's
Yeah.
like a lot of that. I was like, I made that beat. I was like, I like stuff. I did that. That's crazy. And just to hear it,
Right.
Yeah.
yo,
Right.
man,
Right.
that shit is dope, man. For
Yeah.
real. It's a really good
I,
feeling.
yeah. I was telling Rhetmatic on IG before. I was like, remember back in the days where they had promo album samplers mixed the way he's doing it? I said, you're doing that right there for your guest. That would be dope to, put it on the side, put it up as a link for, people to go and listen to.
Yeah, that
Right.
would be dope. That would be dope. Because I would love to have that like that mix. That mix is crazy. I'm like, damn, man, you got a lot of you got a lot of that shit. He was playing shit. I'm like, damn, I ain't heard this. I'm like, where you get that from? I'm like, yo, how you find that? He told me, like, man, I did my research. I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
damn, like I ain't heard
Yeah.
that in a minute.
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
he nice with that. Shit.
Man, I forgot that labels used to do that. Yeah, I totally forgot about that.
Yo, that
Yeah,
might be something. That might be something to look into right there. That's crazy.
I know, right?
There you go. Rhetmatic, I hope you're listening.
Uh,
Yeah. So now that you are Scienide, now that you have your label and you already had those management skills, let's take a little memory lane with Prophetics.
Yeah. Oh, yo, yeah. John, John Meeks and Mello. Yeah, so like I met them like damn, yeah, I met them years ago, like the early 2000s. Like, yo, me and my like I guess like me and my ex-wife we used to manage like artists. we had put our own label together back then with like a bunch of family. It was like Brooklyn Records. It was like North Carolina and Brooklyn. Like we made our own label, and then she started working with other artists. And she met, I want to say Mello was in this dude Mello was in the group. I want to say she met Mello like online, and then like we had this like meeting with like John and Meeks and Mello, like, and we met them like somewhere in South Carolina, like halfway from Atlanta to Charlotte. We met them in like some restaurant or something, and like it was a cool meeting. And then like we went back in the car and I started playing them beats and stuff that I was doing, and like we just started really linking up. But then I started going down there a lot, like to Atlanta. Like shout out to Atlanta, because like Atlanta was really like my proving ground. Like I met a lot of artists and stuff down in Atlanta, and like I was doing like a lot of stuff there. And so then we started working on the They asked me for us to do some beats for the Prophetics for the album Prophetics, like that High Risk album. I was like, hell yeah! So I did a couple beats. My rhyme partner at that time, my team he did it. I think he made a beat. But it was just like I was always down there. I was going down there digging. So I would go there to go more dusty than digital, go to the record stores. I linked up with like a lot of the Atlanta artists. Like on that album, you had like my man Applejack making beats. You had Doom, like MF Doom was on there. And like that's how I got my like working with them, and like DJ Fisher, that's how I got my first deal working with them. And then like after a while, like the group, like my ex was managing them and she stopped. So then I started managing them. And like, these dudes is like, a little older than me. And like, but it was like, it was just fun. You know what I'm saying? Like we all have fun. I'm like, I like managing like artists and like managing like cats on like brothers on a label and stuff like that. It was cool. It could be a fucking headache sometimes. But like, yeah, but it was cool. So I learned a lot from that. And like I use those skills and stuff in, like today, like with my own shit. It's like I learned all this stuff. So I was like, who's a better person to like utilize all this talent and stuff? Me. I'll just put it into me. That's it. So I just worked on me and shit. And I just started like just using that. Now I use that stuff for the label also. Like the know-how and shit. Still shit I'm learning, but like I learned a lot back then.
So Applejack really goes way back with y'all.
Yeah, man. Applejack's that dude, yo. Yo,
Applejack.
we went digging. We used to go about 5 o'clock in the morning to go to these record spots. Like this I remember like was it Alpharetta, go to record spots and go digging, try to get there early, like early bird, like me, John, and Applejack. Like me and John, like we go way back, man. I would just drive down to Atlanta and just go digging with John and just stay at his crib for the weekend and stuff, man. And John's my DJ. So yeah, man, that's like that's my family right there, man. Southern Vanguard, I'm like the was it the fifth Beatle or some shit? I don't fucking know. Like, yeah, to that show, especially at the beginning of it. So yeah, that's my people right there, man. Shout out to John Doe and Meeks.
Dope.
Crazy.
Man, that's so much history right there. Y'all could probably write a book with that.
So I'm like, yo, bro, I'm like a Forrest Gump with this shit, man. It's all kind of stuff, yo, for real.
Jay, you ever try and venture in doing cuts on your tracks?
Yo, it's funny you say that. Like I just did a joint last night that's getting mixed. I did the cuts on it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I did the cuts on it. Like it's some little jigga shit I did. Like, but they sounded pretty good. Like I always wanted to get into like DJing. I always want to. Maybe I take some time out, come to like the Beat Junkie school or some shit.
Yeah.
I'm dead ass. I always wanted to get a DJ like with records, like just spinning records and stuff. Maybe a couple little cuts and stuff here, but I cut on maybe like a few. I could do it, but like it's something like when you got like D Styles and John Doe and like Rhythmatic. You got all these people. You like, let me fall back. Let me fall back a little bit. Like the cuts are they real sloppy and disgusting, but that's why I like them. Sometimes like mine are like, yeah. I leave that to the pros.
Got you.
Yeah,
Definitely.
but yeah, but sometimes like a song just needs something real simple. You know what I mean? Not no crazy 5-click flare type of scratch. So you know what I mean? Like I think like it's those like simple cuts that really stand out to me. That when a DJ knows how to complement the beat and just be simple enough.
Yeah.
That's yeah.
I did a couple of little jiggers and scratches on this Sunny Jim album. So,
Oh shit.
yeah. So I just a couple
So
of things where we need you on that one joint, D. I gotta, I'm waiting to get the mixes back.
Yeah,
Yo,
yeah. Send that over whenever you're ready, man.
oh
of
man,
course.
he said Sonny Jim.
Yeah, man. Working over here, man.
I thought you worked with him over there. I just got his last album with the Purists.
Oh
That's a good album. That's a really dope
Mm-hmm.
album.
yeah.
Really dope album.
Yeah, they definitely put the time and work in that. I remember he had a tweet maybe about 2 years ago talking about it.
Dang, two
Yeah.
years ago.
Yeah, that was those some of that album has been around for like, a minute. You know what I'm saying? Just waited to release it, when the time is right. Sometimes you can sit on something, you gotta wait right till the time is right, and then
Mm-hmm.
you gotta like just put it out, man. That's a dope album.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yo, shout out to Sonny, shout out to the Purists.
killing it with his label, by the way.
Oh yeah, dope. Yeah. Crazy, crazy. You got a dope release, you good.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yo, that's Sonny's label. Dope.
Nah, it's the
Yeah, it's
Purists.
Purist.
Oh, the
Yeah,
purist. Got it. Got it. Okay.
yeah. But yeah, I know, yeah, Sonny got a lot of stuff on there,
Mm-hmm.
like cause like dope really, we really start hearing about dope when like West Side started putting out albums with them.
Mm-hmm.
Like, like his vinyl started going through dope and like, he got Rome and I think like he did a couple of other like I think he did like Crime, Apple Pounds, like all those
Yeah,
albums
Pound.
came
Yep.
out on dope,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. So yeah,
Okay.
that's when you really start hearing about like, oh shit, this is the label right here. So yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know if I have it over here, but let
This
me
man
see.
is pulling out all the records right right here. Okay. Got everything
That's
over there.
that's one of
What's
the
that?
early the Purist albums on the
Oh,
label.
Whoa. I
what's
never
that
seen
say?
that one.
What's say Trill?
Yeah.
I never seen that.
Oh yeah, I never seen that. Damn.
You go back with this vinyl. Damn, son. Yeah, I never seen that one right there. That's crazy.
Yeah.
So like,
Damn,
do y'all
you,
see do y'all see the comments? If people ask anything, 'cause I don't see nothing on mine.
okay, yeah. There's a few now. Let's see. Can you ask when the new ISP album is coming out?
Oh, August. Yeah, yeah. Man, we're still working on it. We got about 8 songs in, so I'm just trying to finish the last 2 songs. And just trying to get Cubert's cuts, his solos back, and then just mix it, so it'll be done. So hopefully, I'll probably wrap it up in like a month or something like
There
that.
you go.
Yeah.
Dope. Mm. Since we talking about cuts, these styles just laced Shay Noah and Big Ghost new album. No,
Oh
never.
yeah, man.
Man,
Yeah, man.
who reached out to you for that?
I mean, Big Ghost will hit me up from time to time. You know what I
Mm.
mean? The first time he hit me up was for the Conway album. Yeah, so I did the first. What album was that? Um, Damn, I'm so bad with titles. But the first Big Ghost and Conway. Oh no, actually that was the second album, and then I did the next one where he had Method Man on it. So I got to do
Oh,
that.
okay,
Yeah, and then I did Cuts on Ransom's album too with
that's
with
right.
Big Ghost. Yeah, and then Shays. Oh no, what Jay Skis also. I got to do some cuts on that one.
That's another dope album.
Yeah, but I was excited, when he hit me up for Shays because I really like her her style and everything. And
Hmm.
when he sent me the tracks, yeah, and then I saw who was on there, Flea Lord and like Sky Zoo and Planet Asia. So I was juiced, definitely, yeah, blessed, man.
Yo, she makes dope beats too.
She makes
Yeah,
beats.
Hmm.
yeah. I was
Oh
gonna say that.
man,
Yeah,
Yeah.
I didn't even know that. Wow,
yeah, she makes some really dope beats.
crazy. Okay,
Yeah, man,
she's talented. That's
she
crazy.
is.
Big Ghost first release.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Ghost.
I'm not on that one. I'm on the other one, the red one, the red cover.
I'm just saying this was his very first one. This one set the tone for all these dope albums he's been making.
Yeah,
Crazy, man.
that's a
Yeah,
hard
that's
one to
wild.
find too.
I give him his props all the time when he's dropping something.
Yeah, he stays busy. That's
Stay
crazy.
Yeah.
busy, man. Hell yeah.
Yeah, I don't know how he does it.
Speaking of busy, um, Napoleon the Legend is another one that's busy. And
Super busy.
G
Crazy
Styles, you
busy.
have an album with him. Jay Cyanide, you have an album coming with him, and so does Repmatic. How did that happen?
um, Go ahead, Jay. You go first.
Yo, man, like me and him working together. Like I did a joint with him and Giallo, and then like he was here one time. Like I think he's actually from DC, and he was here. We talked about stuff before. Like I like yo, we just talked about doing an album, and then I just started sending him like beats, and he was like, yo, these beats are really different. You're like, yo, I can really like do something with this shit. I'm like, word? I just kept sending him beat after beat after beat. And he kept knocking them out like real fast and shit. And I was like, yo, you know what? Let's just do a whole album together. And so finished the album a few months ago. I'm just trying to figure out when to release it because then D was like, well, we got an album coming out. It's gonna drop on this day. I'm like, fuck, I was about to drop this album too. So I'm gonna push it back. I'm gonna push it back a little bit. But like I remember this is when I knew I was doing something. Shout out to Damu the Fudge Monk. Like Damu is my engineer too. Like it mixes and masters my music. Like Damu lived down the street from me. And like I was talking to he hit me up and he was like, yo, he called me, he was like, yo, man, this album sounds like, yo, he like, this is very good. He was like, yo, this album sounds like a cross between like Hard to Earn and like a Mad Lib album. He's like,
Mm,
yo, you probably gonna do good with this one. I'm just like, all right. So I'm like, all right, we'll see. But it's called the name of the album is Goat versus Sheep. So it's dope. Napoleon went in, he did his thing. I got John Doe with some cuts, doing some cuts on.
oh
I got
man,
Damu doing some cuts, but it's produced by yours truly. I make a couple of cameos on there. There's a couple other people make some cameos, but it's some fly shit. So yeah, trust me. Like when it come out, yo, fuck with it.
absolutely.
Yeah, man. When Jay was in LA, he let me hear a little sneak preview of it, and
Yeah,
man, yeah, that shit was dope. Like Jay's production, top notch. Napoleon's raps, it actually made him rap differently. You know what I mean? Like,
Oh
you know,
really?
I mean,
yeah.
just
He told me that. Yeah,
yeah, like I honestly like his rhyme style, his cadence. He had to change it up to the beat, and it kind of brought a different side to him that I've never heard Napoleon rap like. You know what I mean? So yeah, that 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 album is really really dope, man.
damn. Thanks, man. See that shit. See shit like that. That means a lot, yo. Whew, that
Mm.
means a lot.
So what else can we expect to see your credits on, the two of you?
Yeah, so I got a album with Napoleon also dropping May. Hold on, I got it. May 19th. The album's gonna drop. So it's me behind the beats and the scratches and Napoleon on the rhymes. And album is called Invincible Rap Missiles. It's a
That's a
play
dope
off of the
name.
Scratch Pickles,
Hmm.
yeah. And yeah, we got a single coming out at the end of this month. The first single, March 31st. And yeah, that's about it for me, man.
That's gonna be good. That's yo. I'm looking like I said. I'm looking forward to that one.
Oh man,
But
thank you,
like,
man.
Rats. Mm.
I like it's a dope name. All that
Hmm.
shit. You know.
Yeah, it's yeah, we got some songs that are a lot faster that kind of bring me back to like Bomb Squad, Public Enemy, kind of
Ooh.
ultra magnetic, kind of what I mean, the upper tempos, which is dope to hear
That's
Napoleon
the
rhyme over too.
that's the
Mm.
fathers right there, man. Bomb Squad,
Mm.
Ultramagnetic, said G
Yeah.
type shit. Yeah, that's the
Oh
dad.
man.
That's the fathers of this shit.
Yeah, all day.
Mm. You just mentioned it's more up tempo. I noticed on the periodic tables of excellence, your production has been more up tempo compared to previous albums.
Yeah, and what's funny is earlier on when I was sending Jay beats, because I make a lot of slower beats usually. And so I was giving him slow beats, and he was like, "No, man, give me some faster beats. I need faster beats." And so it kind of made me go back to the lab. Um, but I don't know. I think naturally I usually make slower beats. You know what I mean? But if I know like someone wants more faster beats, I'm able to do them too. I just gotta like adjust or whatever. You know.
Yeah, man. Like he adjusted, yo. He gave me that when the wind blows. I was like, oh. Yeah, that was great. Shit.
Wow. I think the last time I saw you, Jay, was Beer Wax for the
Was
album
was some
uh,
Kev shit? Me and Kev.
Drums. Yeah.
Yeah, that was dope too. That was fun. That was a fun night. Yeah, we did another pod. We had did a podcast that night. It was yeah, that was a good night because we played the album and then Seuss and Bobito, they DJ'd.
That's right. Yep.
Yeah. That was a great night.
Yeah. Slim Cat 78 was there.
Yeah, Slim Cat came. It was like that was a good night because
I think I
you
seen
know
Marco Polo in there that night too.
there's a bunch of people like
Yeah.
JR yeah, JR came through, John Robinson came through. There was a few people out there that night. Like it was fun. My man P Watts,
That's
Raw
right. Yep.
Wattish was out there. My man Carlos from Classic Material. We went to go do his podcast that night. Yeah, we had fun. That was a really good night, yo.
Yeah.
Shout out to Bill Wax. That's like my home away from home when I'm in Brooklyn. Shout out to my Bill Wax family. They're always looking out. I mean, come on, they let me play a bartender in the fucking bar. Like, yo.
Yeah. Man, Bivouacs is the spot, man. That's a dope
Yeah, it's a
spot.
great place.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love that. I love that spot, man. That one and the one in Queens.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. They got a Queens one.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's bigger than the one in like in Brooklyn. But
Mhm.
it's like the one in Brooklyn, it's like that's just home right there. That's just the one. I,
Right.
I like I love both of them though.
Yeah.
Shout out to Chris and everybody over here.
I like when they have their record digging events in the back.
Oh yeah. Like Gene did a couple of them. Like yeah. So it's like they always got some record stuff going on. Like especially the one in Queens. They always have a big record show out there.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah. So shout out to them for having that too. You can go in there and dig, get some records and get some booze. Records and booze, yo. Perfect combination.
Goes hand in hand.
Hell yeah, it does. It does. It does. That's something about to be on in a little bit, yo. Some booze and some records, finishing up some shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got some, had some dumb shit running on TV. just look over at it like I'm like the Toxic Avenger is on. That shit is. I'm just watching that shit. I'm like, I ain't paying no attention to it, but I'm like,
Right.
yo, some good shit to have on while you working.
It's good visuals.
Yeah, it is. It is.
Yep.
It's
Yeah, it
ridiculous. Nah, man, it's ridiculous visuals.
Yeah.
It's really, yo, it's the most ridiculous shit happens in this movie, man. I'm like, oh my god, yo,
Right.
it's but it's funny. It's wow. It make you want to work. It's funny shit.
it's those '80s movies. They it was always ridiculous like that.
I love the '80s movies, man. I love the
Reanimator
'80s,
was
yo.
one of them.
Oh hell
Scanners.
yeah, hell yeah. That shit scared the shit out of me when I was a kid, yo. Reanimator, that shit was wild, man.
Oh, that's a good one. The
That's a
soundtrack is
good.
dope, man. I don't know if you got
Oh
the
yeah,
soundtrack.
the
Yeah.
soundtrack is good.
Yeah.
Soundtrack is good.
Yeah.
Creepy ass movie.
Yep. Mm-mm-mm.
But like, yo, this man about to pull out another record. Yeah,
No,
he pulled a
You got the
record down. That's the
no,
reanimator.
I
record
was
right
gonna
there.
say,
Yeah.
Oh, right.
it was 200 copies, right? That came
Yeah.
out for this,
Yeah, 200. Yep.
and I believe you said that you work with Fat Beats.
Mhm.
They're gonna drop something new with instrumentals.
I ain't saying. I'm not saying anything. They got y'all gotta stay tuned. Y'all gotta stay tuned to find out. Possibly.
Okay.
That's the rumor. That's the
That's
rumor.
the
All
rumor.
right.
That's the rumor's been going around,
Okay,
yo.
that's the rumor.
No,
All right.
you know how rumors are getting started and stuff, man.
Yeah, I definitely gotta keep an eye on that. But once again, thank you, D Styles, for dropping those extended versions and the instrumentals.
Oh yeah, for sure, man. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm always thinking, for the DJs. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, most definitely.
Use that dude, man.
Ooh, ooh. Mm. This is a question I like to ask for someone that's new to your music. What song would you want them to hear?
Damn.
For me,
Go ahead, Jay.
damn, that's a good question. What song I would want them to hear? Like, well, the song I'm feeling like right, it's my shit change up all the time. Like, I guess like the song that I would probably want them to hear is like, yeah, I would say, yeah, When the Wind Blows.
Mm.
You get some kind of idea, of like who I am. That's a dope introduction. Like, that's a really dope song. I would definitely say like When the Wind Blows. You get an idea, like, or they could go and then they'd be like, oh, let me go back and see what else this dude's got, man. What else he does? Oh, he makes beats too. Oh, he rhyming on that. I'm like, yo, just let me go see what he got. See, I would say that When the Wind Blows.
Okay. Dope. Mm. What about you, D Styles?
Um, I think if they're like a like a scratch DJ fan, probably check out some of the Scratch Pickle stuff. Probably check out off the 13th Floor album, Scratch Pickle's song called Fresh Out of Fucks. But if they're like like a rap fan, then When the Wind Blows, yeah, I think that's a great example of a well orchestrated, balanced, structured kind of song with the MC and the DJ kind of just both killing it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Dope. Mm. There was one artist that you worked with, D Styles, in the past, from Los Angeles, Bamboo.
Oh yeah. I mean,
It was on the Son of a Gun
y-
album.
yeah, we only did one song. I
Hmm.
was only able to do one song with him. But yeah, I would have loved to keep working with him. He ended up working with like Soul Assassins, like Muggs for a little bit.
Yep.
But he ended up moving back. He moved to Oakland, so he's up in the Bay.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, I mean, we still keep in touch. You know, what I mean, he's still doing his thing. He he got a family now, and I want to say he started a like a cannabis dispensary or you know what I mean. He's like involved in it somehow. So I think his hands might be full,
Well, okay.
yeah, that was a while back. Yeah, Bamboo.
Yeah, I think he dropped something last year. Diddy Bop 2, if I remember correctly.
Okay, that's
I think
right.
it was
Yeah.
like 2 tracks that he had put out. But I
Okay.
haven't seen anything else recently.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Me and Rhapmatic are both on that Son of a Gun album as well. Yeah, that's right. Forgot about that.
Yo, D, I got a question for you.
What's up?
Like who else would you like to work with? Like, I guess MC wise.
MCY, man. Honestly, I've always been a huge Ultramagnetic fan, and
Mm.
it's always been my dream to work with Cool Keith. Um,
Oh yeah, you got.
I,
I need a verse on that. That's like, yeah, that's one of my. That was like one of my idols, like Ultramagnetic. Yeah,
yeah, yeah. But I mean, I've done a song with Cool Keith, but just me on the scratches. You know what I mean? He was rapping on it. I didn't make the beat, but that's how close I got. So, um, actually, he's done stuff with Qbert on Qbert's solo album. So it's not impossible, but I don't know. Hopefully, but yeah, I think that would be one dude for sure. Cool Keith.
yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
that would be ill. That would be ill. I can see that. Anybody else?
Um, like newer? You mean like
It
from like
don't matter. Or newer,
oh
or older, it don't even matter.
ooh. um I always liked I'm not I don't even know if he still rhymes, but Godfather Don too. I used to love
Yo,
his stuff.
Ooh.
dude, yeah. Let me tell you something. Wow, that's
Yeah,
crazy. You say that. Like I was like that, one of my major influences is not like everybody else's major influences.
right,
But like Godfather Don was like when it comes like my the way I make beats
right.
or like my rhyme, like I got a lot of shit from like Godfather Don. So yeah,
Yeah.
like
Oh,
that
I
the
see the
album, your Leak
similarities, man.
album, yeah,
Oh, look at
it's a lot of
this.
yeah. Look at this dude right here.
You got
Like
him.
what's this so like Properties of Steel? When I first
Yeah.
heard that, I
Mm.
was just like, yo, like stuff like that. And that's what like that like people like Don and like I guess like Cool Keith and like the dudes who kind of thought left. Those are the people like I really think about because I know he's doing jazz now.
Oh, is
So
that what he's
like
doing now?
yeah, yeah he's got a jazz band. It's dope. They're dope
Oh
too.
shit.
Mhm.
They're
Okay.
really dope, yo. Yeah, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, he's got a jazz band. And like yo, he's ill with it. But like
Damn.
yeah, like Don was like that's a major influence right there, man. That's crazy. That's
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah. I mean, shit. One of my favorite all time records is the Cenobites with Keith
Yeah.
and Godfather Don.
Oh,
Yup,
yeah.
yeah, yeah,
Ooh.
yeah,
Oh
yeah.
man. Yeah.
Yo, wow. So yo, that's crazy. You say that both of them. That's wow, man. Like
Yeah.
yo, them the architects for me.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Straight up, man.
Wow, that would be
Crazy.
dope. Mm.
Yeah, I would. Damn.
I'm visualizing it in my head right now that after he said that too.
Oh man.
Mm.
Yo, those some dope. Those are some dope picks. Yo, that's
Yeah.
cool. We ain't got. It's no more. Like it's no more. Nobody else got no questions and stuff. I ain't get no questions. Nobody ask me
I don't
nothing.
see any more questions.
It's all good. It's all good.
Everyone's shy. They're shy.
I got. Let me see. Okay, I got one question. I'm good friends with Nicole Porter of Porterhouse Productions.
Yeah, shout out to
Oh.
Jay
Nicole, yo.
Scienide.
Yeah,
You did
yeah.
that joint on the steak and potatoes.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That joke
Oh
was
wow.
crazy, man. She sent that over to me. Like it was me, Jay Nice, and Danielson.
Yep.
Yeah, Nicole is good people, yo. She used to live in Indianapolis. It's funny.
Mhm.
She used to come out before she moved to like you know what I'm saying, like to the East Coast or whatever. Yeah, I used to see her see her at shows. Like, what you doing over here? Like what you doing here? And then she put out, the out that album with like everybody's favorite MCs and shit. That shit was dope. And producers. It's a very
Yep.
dope album, man. Hell yeah. Hey, yo, I don't. I think I got. I think do I got my copy? It's somewhere. It's somewhere in here, somewhere. Yeah, it's a really dope album. I was honored to be on that shit, man. They had to come with it on that. It's a bunch of fucking.
Yeah.
It was some rhyme sayers on that shit, yo. That shit was crazy.
Yep.
Yeah, that's what's up, yo. Yeah, peace out. Shout out to Nicole, man.
Absolutely.
Yo,
Yeah.
what year was that right there? What is that?
It's probably like 2-3 years ago.
Yeah,
Okay.
something like that. I
Okay.
think so.
Yeah, for the Porterhouse record.
Porterhouse. Okay.
Yeah, that's the name of her label, Porterhouse. I know she's gonna put out some more stuff soon too.
Yeah. She definitely got more coming.
Yeah, I know.
When the time is right, it'll be unleashed.
Woo. That was fun.
So I'm trying to see if anybody in the chat got any other questions. I don't see any other questions. So my question to the two of you is, with the success of the periodic tables of excellence, have y'all already started working on other music?
I mean, we've talked about it. I think Jay just needs to finish up a few things that are on his plate, and same with me. But I mean, I know it's gonna happen. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
For sure. I mean,
Oh yeah, it's definitely happening. I'm like, trust me, I'm finishing up those things like now. It happened. Like all D gotta do is just send me some beats. He sent me one. I got to rhyme. I gotta do some stuff with. But yeah, it's definitely happening, man. Especially like the response from this album and the response that it's still getting.
Mm-hmm.
Like, yeah. You'll see some things from us like coming up in the future. Like we got this idea, a couple ideas. Like I'm gonna start DJing. I'm gonna let D rhyme. Like we can switch it up.
oh man, I don't know if I could pull it off, but we'll see.
You got this, man. You got it.
Oh man,
He probably got a book somewhere.
Yeah, he got a book somewhere. He got to.
no, but you might see something, like a nice surprise, maybe come May or June or something, maybe. Hopefully.
Yo, you might see something.
Yeah, you might see something.
Dope. Okay, we do have another question. What's Jay's other favorite album he did?
Kaput. Yeah, because I'm like, yo, that album was like, it was special to me because like it was I mean I wrote everything out like during like the pandemic. Like I was at home, I had bought some new recording equipment, I had all these records and stuff. So I was like, let me just work on the album. I spent a lot of time like in Crown Heights around that time. So I was like writing lyrics on like benches and like on Eastern Parkway. I would go for a walk and like just certain things that hit me and like, there's something about the city, like the city just makes you want to like write and just get, creative. And so I just wrote a lot of stuff. Like that album that's like one of my that's like one of my favorites from the rhymes to the beats to the artwork. Like everything is pretty much is me. Everything I want to say I can like, convey on that album and shit.
Jay, how'd you come up with that title, Kaput?
I had that shit in my head for a while because I'm like, kaput is like what everybody, because I said kaput because like I was seeing what everybody else was doing, and I was like, you know what, I'm just come up with this album like kaput means like it's done, it's over.
Mm-hmm.
And like that's the way I felt like like once I dropped this shit, everything is just it's a wrap for everything else. It's just kaput, it's just over, it's done. And so
okay.
I just kept that. It was always in my head. And like always when I write kaput, I always make sure I add like the exclamation points because it's like kaput, like
Right.
it's like it's like
Putting that
action.
stamp
Like
on it, yeah.
I put that stamp on it, and I ain't want to sound like everybody else album or some shit. Like and just wanted to be different, you know. So I thought like, you know, that title always stuck with me. Like I don't know, like sometimes I name most of the albums, like the actual heat, like me and Kev, like straight from the pack. Like he like what should we call the album? And like, we don't call it straight from the pack. He like why? Because I'm like you see what everybody else is doing. Everybody else style is real slow, and it's a million people on their albums and shit like that. It's like we
Right.
the two lone wolves, and we strayed from the pack. You look on the back of the album, you see two wolves, and they not with the other wolves. So, like I said, that album don't sound like nobody else's. It's just me and him, and like yo, so we strayed from the pack. So yeah, like I try to name like everything and stuff. So, you know, it just it just come to me, man, like a vision,
That's
like
dope.
like our title, like the name of our album and stuff. You know, I just thought about that.
Right.
Yeah, so yeah, man. I don't know. I used to like the Public Enemy titles back in the days and shit. So
Oh yeah,
so
yeah.
yeah. So I'm like, yo, them long ass weird titles. I used to be like, when I was a kid, I'd be like, what the fuck is this mean? But this is dope. Yeah, like Black Steel in the Hour of Chaos.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'm like, what Prophets of Rage? I'm like,
Yeah.
yo, what is this? Yo, like, yo, these shits is crazy. These are long titles. These are different. So, something different. That's all.
Yep.
Cool, cool. Oh man. Um, Masterclass. I believe in the intro I said you have one more.
Oh
This.
yeah. Yeah, I'm actually leaving for LA tomorrow. And yeah, like I do these master classes at the Beat Junkie Institute of Sound once a month. And so I got my last one this Saturday. So yeah, if you're in LA, come come through, come check it out. But it's an advanced scratch class basically, and I teach like different combinations and how to use these scratch techniques and how to flow basically with it. So, it's real scratch nerd talk, but definitely like my lane. Like I could do this all day and talk about that stuff all day. So yeah.
Cool. And our last question for tonight: how did these fellas get their names?
Ooh. Go ahead, Jay. I'll let you go.
Let's see, Jay. If you get like old releases of mine, like back when Prophetics or something like that, or like when my first 12 inch or some shit, it was like the J stands for James. James is my middle name. So so that's how you get the J. The Scienide, like the SCI part, is like I came up in the nation of like gods and earths. So
Mm-hmm.
my attribute was like scientific. Everybody called me scientific.
Mm-hmm.
So and like I used to use that as a rhyming name too. So that's how you get the SCI. And then like the end of it, the like the side, like the ENIDE, whatever. It's just a play on the word on the word cyanide. It's like with the CY, whatever, it's taken out. And like a friend of mine one day, like he heard the stuff I was doing, the beats and stuff I was making. He was like, yo, this is just sick. This is like he's like, yo, this is crazy. This is like dark. This is like some cyanide shit right here. I'm like, I was like, like, yo, so I just took that and I just ran with it. So that's how you get J Cyanide. So that's how you get the name.
That's dope. Yeah, for me, like in the late '80s, I used to enter these DJ battles, and I used to have different, like I used to use different names for every every battle I would enter. One of my first DJ names back in the day was Fader Creator, and it's because I used to listen to LL Cool J, and his DJ was Cut Creator, so I
Mm-hmm.
basically just kind of copied that, and and then I ended up winning this one DJ battle, and I used the name D Styles, but before that I used to go by Devastating Styles, but it was way too long, so I shortened it, and then the D stands for my name Dave also, and yeah, and I mean I ended up winning a few battles using that name, and it kind of stuck, and I like I always wanted to change it, but people were like, you could just use it because now people know you by that, and so now I'm kind of stuck with it. You know what I mean? But yeah, I mean it just comes from the early days of when I used to battle, and you know, it really stands for devastating styles, but I just
Mm.
shortened it. So these
Yeah, I
styles.
feel you, man. I'm stuck with Jay Scienide. I be want to change that shit.
Yeah, you're like me.
I'm like, but I'm stuck with it. Yeah, so yeah, I know that feeling.
Yep, yep.
Mm. You know, being that you mentioned that, you reminded me. A lot of the earlier MCs used to use acronyms for their names.
Yep.
What if you were to do that? What kind of name do you think you would have?
I don't know. I have no. I don't know. That's a good question. I don't know. It would be some wild shit. Like I don't know. It's like some because like everybody had like MC this and MC that, and I don't know. Cause I'm just so used to this damn Jay not his name. I'm just so used to it. I have no idea. What about you, D? I'm so
Man,
used to this damn name, yo.
yeah, I don't know, man. I've always picked like silly names, so I'm yeah, I'm the worst when it comes to names. That's why when it came to this album, I left it all up to Jay. I was like, Jay, you, you need to come up with the album title, the song titles, because I'm horrible at it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm like, that's a good question. That's a good question, though.
Yeah.
I mean, what about you? What name would you take?
Me?
Yeah.
Well, actually, I had two names, but Wiki is one of them. Worldly intellect kept intact.
Oh,
Oh, that's kind of dope. That's
that's dope.
dope.
I like that. That's dope.
Yeah. Yo, trust me, I would have came up with something just fucking ridiculous. That's some ridiculous shit, yo. That's like, yo, I can't believe I just said that.
J Side 9 and D Styles. The album is The Periodic Tables of Excellence. If y'all missed out on the vinyl, you might be able to get it later this year. Until then,
I, I
keep
don't know.
getting
They
that
might
digital.
they, they might have to just get it on Discogs or something. And prices going up.
Prices are crazy. I seen that.
Prices are ridiculous,
Yeah,
yo.
Yeah.
Who knows?
never know,
Who
right?
know? I ain't saying nothing. No, who knows?
Oh man. Y'all can give your shout outs and let everyone know where they can support your music.
Go ahead,
You
Jay.
got D. Oh,
Or-
um, Jay Cyanide. I'm an MC. I'm a producer. I run a label. I do cool shit sometimes. Sometimes I don't. Yo, you can find me everywhere, like on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, Spotify, all the DSPs. You can go to Fat Beats and search me. Just look for Jay Cyanide. It's JSCIENIDE. Go on YouTube, check out my videos, check out anything. But most importantly, go check out the album Periodic Tables of Excellence with these styles.
Yeah. Yeah, check out beatjunkies.com. And if you want to learn like the art of turntablism, beatjunkies.tv, that's our online DJ school. And if you're in LA, make sure to come by the school. And I'm on Bandcamp, DJ D Styles, Jay Sinai's on Bandcamp. Um, and yeah, like I'm mainly on like Instagram. I'm not really active on Facebook. So Instagram, hit me up, DJ D Styles. That's it.
And I put most of those links in the comments for everyone that's tuning in to go check that out.
I
Thank
bet.
thank you.
On behalf of our HHDG Media crew, we're going to say peace.
Peace, y'all. Thank you.
Peace.
Thank
Peace.
you.